All right, all right, all right. Hey, y'all. Nicole Carter here, the ultimate joy leader. And as promised, I am going to share with you a little bit about the Joy and Confidence League. There have been several people asking, so what is this Joy and Confidence League? And I am here to share with you exactly what it's all about. So to start it off, I'm going to share 4 different things. A little bit more about me and my background as your facilitator for the Joy and Confidence League. I'm going to describe and provide the definition for the J.O.Y as well as God-fidence. That's a buzzword here nowadays, but we're going to define that as what it means to the league itself. Then I'm going to share about the league, the curriculum, what's involved, how to join, and then finally, what's in it for me with them. Yeah, all of that information sounds good, but what do I get out of that? I am so glad you guys have asked that question because it gives me an opportunity to share a little bit more about why God gave this and how it will benefit you. But before we go there, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. Some of you, most of you, in fact, may know that I have both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Yep, bachelor's and master's in business. And I spent 20 years. I know I look young, but I did spend 20 years in corporate America. As a matter of fact, I rose to the ranks as high as assistant vice president in a predominantly Caucasian male industry, life insurance, right? To the affluent market at that. So that gives me a lot of experiences that most people probably have never embarked on. And that has led me to be able to share some very significant things with those who join the league. I also spent over 10 years in education, both at the community college level and now currently in the middle school level, which I have a passion for. So this educational experiences has led me to be able to develop curriculum, which I'm excited to share about with you in just a minute. I've also learned how to deliver this curriculum to educational learners, which again are adult learners. I have been a business owner, currently a business owner, and have experience starting and owning businesses. I started a consulting firm back in 2007. I've had experience in several multi-level marketing industries, Pampered Chef, Mary Kay, Norwex. I'm also a self-published author. And that experience is an experience in and of itself. I am a paid motivational speaker and love sharing that experience, how I became a paid speaker and the journey that I took in becoming a sought after speaker. But most importantly, guys, I am a ministry leader. My husband and I started Shattered Chains Christian Ministries, and he has given me the mantle to work in the ministry, but also teach in the ministry. And the most important titles that I have is wife and mother. And of course, you'll get more experience. I'll be able to share more about those experiences when you join the league. The second thing that I wanted to share with you is the vision of Joy and Confidence. The vision was actually given to me back in 2009. The J, the O, the Y. The J stands for Jesus. And it encourages you to strengthen your relationship with Jesus every day. For those of you that joined the Morning Joy Show, you know that's the plan that we provide everybody, and we encourage them to write out their plan every day. The O encourages us, ask the questions, how do we plan to bless and encourage others? And then finally, the Y, you must do at least one thing for yourself every day. That's the joy plan, and it works. And we encourage everybody to work the plan. Write it down, then do what it says. And most of you know about the joy vision, but very few of you know about the God-fidence piece. You know about confidence, but this is all about God-fidence. God-fidence means that you have faith that's rooted in the Word of God. We know Hebrews 11:1 tells us that now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Yeah. But we're taking that faith to a whole new level, and we're making sure that we are standing on the word and making sure that we are able to walk in what God says we have, which is the next thing. We're expecting God to do what he says he's going to do in his word. So when we are out in the marketplace or within our own businesses or in our own careers, we are exhibiting that faith that we're standing on, that we're rooted in. It enables us to move in the Spirit. So when we step out on faith, we know that God has our back. So that's Godfidence. It helps us in influencing others to be their best selves and how to change and walk in that same Godfidence that's leading and guiding us, that relieves worry, that heals our body, that knowing that all things are possible, that we don't have to put God nor ourselves in a box. That's that Godfidence piece. So that's a little background about how the name came about and why the name exists. Now let's talk a little bit more about the league itself. The name league, if you look it up in the dictionary, it will say that it's an alliance or a class or a category of excellence, a category of quality. So that's why it's not just a mere club, it's not just a mere gathering, it's a league because we're set apart. We're in a league of our own. And we meet every Thursday virtually at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we also have a private Facebook group. And you can only be a part of that private Facebook group if you are a part of the league. And that's where we can communicate 24/7. I mentioned there is a curriculum, and it is a curriculum for 24 months, 2 years. And some of the pieces of the curriculum is shared right here. I can't give away everything that we're going to do, but close to the beginning, we talk about your prayer life and we define that. And that's important to have that close to the beginning because a lot of people are a little bit hesitant about praying and they want to make sure that they sound like somebody else, but that's not what God said. So we develop an individual prayer life. That's part of the curriculum. Another piece of the curriculum that's closer to that 19, 20 month mark. And this is where we develop and facilitate seminars. You learn how to develop, create your own seminars or workshops, if you will, or conferences, if that's what God has placed in you. But even if that's not your desire now, it could be after we get beyond the developing of the business plans and the books that God has put within you. Oh, yes. Did I say again, there's a curriculum for 2 years, 24 months? Oh, my goodness. God sat me down for the last 5 weeks and just dropped in what he wants this Joy and Godfidence League to look like. 24 months worth of curriculum. And within that, he also gave me promotional steps. There are 4 promotion steps. Every 6 months, in March, during the Joy Conference, and in September, during the revival in the park in Ohio, God is going to promote some folks based on the levels that you see here on your screen. The first promotional level is called the amethyst. And if you haven't figured it out yet, all levels are related to a rare purple stone, gemstone. The first is, again, the amethyst level. The second is tanzanite. And in that promotional level, you must produce some type of product about your personal joy journey. The third promotional level is called purple diamond. And yes, there is a purple diamond out there. It's rare, but there is a purple diamond. And here you will have to produce or plan how you personally are going to spread joy. And there will be exemplars and examples for each of these levels, but just at a high level, want you to know what's going to be expected. And then the final promotional step is called taffyite. Most people have never heard of this. This is a very, 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 very rare gem that also happens to be purple. And this is the end of your 24-month journey. And at this end of the journey, you should then have developed a ministry that's personal to you, how you're going to continue to spread joy or continue to spread what God has placed on you as far as going out and being disciples of men. That's the league, y'all. I'm excited about it. But I know there's still one more question within you, and that is, what's in it for me? If you still have that question, what's in it for me? Let me tell you. First and foremost, there are going to be divine connections with like-minded people, people who are desiring to take their ministry or their thought processes to the next level. They've made up in their mind, there's more for me to do. God is telling me that there is more, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what the next step is. Or perhaps you do know, but you just feel immobilized. You don't know exactly how to get beyond where you currently are. You've been doing great works, but not sure how to move to that next level. Ha ha! This is a great place to be. If you decide to join as a monthly member or a 6-month member, as opposed to a weekly member, and I'll tell you the difference between that in just a moment. But you get personal one-on-one coaching with me. We will have a minimum of 30 minutes set aside where it's just you and I talking about your personal plan and how to move to that next level. Again, the difference between the weekly and the monthly pay is how you actually pay and how you're invoiced or how you're billed. Weekly pays, they pay each week. Monthly and 6-month pays, they pay at once a month or every 6 months. Now, again, the monthly and the 6-month pays, they would meet with me one-on-one each month. You also get a digital workbook that's released each week where you can type directly into that workbook, or you can print it out and write into that workbook and put it into a 3-ring binder. It's completely up to you. And then you also get improved God-fidence. And we talked about God-fidence just a minute ago, what that sheer definition of the word is, but your improved prayer life, communication skills. And of course, with communication skills comes how to publicly speak, how to listen, how to provide feedback. We also will work on business plans and networking skills, conflict resolution skills. Anybody ever been in a conflict and you just shied away from it? No. We're going to talk about and manage how to deal with situations that are uncomfortable. Teamwork skills. I come in contact with people every day who would prefer to work by themselves. But guess what? God is calling us to work with other people. We're not in this by ourselves. So we need to know how to effectively work in teams. We're going to do spiritual gifts assessments and not just the assessment itself, but analyze what does that mean for you? The same thing with your personality and how that looks in the kingdom of God, what it is you're being called to. That's what's in it for you. And guess what? There is so much more. If you actually attended the Joy Conference this past March 2023 Joy Conference, you know that when I do something for the Lord, I go over and beyond. You guys know when we were at the conference, we didn't just have a little bit of food, we had more than enough. We didn't have just a little bit of fun, we had more than enough. We didn't have just a little bit of singing, we had more than enough. So the same is true with the Joy and God-fidence League. This is just a little snack on what it's going to be like, but it's going to be much, much, much more. So why wait? Join today. Go to the website, establishingjoy.com/store, and it'll pop right up, Joy and Confidence League. Click on it and join today. You can either be a weekly member and pay every week $14. Wow, I know, right? Or you can be a monthly member and pay only $49. I know, right? All of that, yeah. Or you can decide to pay every 6 months for $289. I know, right? Yes, let me tell you, I'm in coaching programs even now. And most of those programs, I paid thousands of dollars. Thousands, yes, thousands. And don't get me wrong, it was worth it. Every penny was worth it. But listen, God has not told me to increase the price. Not right now. He will one day, I'm sure. But right now, you get in and that will guarantee you'll be locked. You'll be grandfathered in at that amount as long as you're a consistent member. So why wait? Again, join today. And I will see you on August 24th for the first session of the revamped Joy and Confidence League. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye now. Mwah.